Hey guys, it's Nickfamus here. Today I have an exciting Dragon Ball The Breakers discussion video. For the new Broly-themed season, we got the game's very first alternate costume for a character, that being Bulma in her snowsuit from the Broly movie. While this is cool, I was a bit disappointed we have to pay for this new look, considering regular Bulma is free. It could have been a great middle reward for the Dragon Pass. Regardless, it's a good way to keep the game fresh and have players be able to customize their characters. There were outfits for Oolong and Bulma found in the code months back, so we can expect to see these eventually too. There was also a billboard in-game that said something about Raider skins, which is definitely something the devs should add soon. The color palettes for Raiders are cool, but can be a bit grindy, and of course, different costumes are always better than color swaps. I'm going to list some costumes I'd like to see for characters that are already in the game. Dragon Ball Super Oolong. Oolong's little military outfit, the one he wears after losing rock, paper, scissors against the god of destruction. Buu Saga Yajirobe. Yajirobe's design never really changes that much throughout the series, but by the end of Dragon Ball Z, he wears an additional fur vest, as well as growing out a cookie duster of a mustache. Adult Dende. The Dende skin we have in-game is him as a child, like we see during the Namek saga. I'd love to see a grown-up version of Dende as an alternate costume. Dragon Ball Super Hercule. The Champ just got added this season, and while I do like his iconic Z design better, some variety in the form of his super look would be nice too. Super Saiyan hair isn't necessary, but would be a nice touch. Dragon Ball Z Chi-Chi or Kid Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi could get the opposite treatment of Dende, and we could get her kid form from Dragon Ball as a costume, or they could fast forward in the series and give us an adult Dragon Ball Z Chi-Chi costume. Those are just some of the costumes that I would have no problem paying for. Some characters like Farmer and King Furry are harder to think of different costumes for, since they're minor characters with basically just one relevant design. I brought up the Raider costumes earlier, so here are some ideas for those that I have. Battle Damage Nappa. Nappa doesn't really have any different looks, aside from after Tien hits him with the Tri-Beam, and he's basically left in his underwear. Vegeta could definitely be more fun for costumes, lots of options for him. We could get his Namek Saga armor, as he was still kind of a villain during that arc, the iconic Android Saga pink shirt, or even Buu Saga Vegeta's training outfit. Battle Damaged Recoome. Same deal as Nappa, no real alternate costumes for Recoome aside from his battle damaged look after Vegeta's attack. Tagoma Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu has potential for one of the best alternate costumes in-game. Since he can steal people's bodies, I thought the perfect option for him is when he steals Tagoma's body, a Frieza Force elite in the Resurrection F arc. Speaking of Resurrection F, the Breakers devs released a poll months back listing a bunch of potential raiders that we want added to the game. On the list was Golden Frieza, which doesn't make much sense to me. How could they make an entire raider for Golden Frieza when Frieza already has a raider based off of his Namek appearance? The best way to compromise this is to give his final form in-game the golden form as a costume, so that when he transforms into his final form, he could have some kind of unique animation that pushes him beyond into his golden form. Another costume for Frieza that would be cool, and personally I would like to see more, is Mecha Frieza. Super Buu is easy, he could get Buu Tanks, Bukalo, and Buhan forms as costumes. I've seen a lot of fans mention how Dragon Ball Z Broly could be a costume for Dragon Ball Super Broly. I honestly think he could be better as a separate raider, as Z Broly and Super Broly are very different characters. Yeah, they're big hulking Saiyans that use green energy, but that's about where their similarities end. Well, and their name. Z Broly could have 4 levels like the standard raiders. He's a cold-blooded psychotic killer and has different techniques and references they could add from his movies. I hope to see Z Broly as his own raider later in the game's future. Although you think they would have added him before Super Broly, I don't know. I'm not sure if this could happen, I just know him as a costume doesn't make much sense. So those are my ideas for alternate costumes in Dragon Ball The Breakers. The possibilities are endless, and I'm excited to see more of what the devs have in store for us this season. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.